Hello out there, everybody. This is John with Coleman Mining. We are down in the old Coleman mine, about 190 foot or so right now down into the earth. You can see right here we have Andrew Davis, one of our miners here. He is now drilling holes into this hard sandstone. We're getting ready to place some explosives, and we're going to give you a front row show of the boom that comes after. Now, I do the Quartzite Gem and Mineral show all winter selling these crystals. And one of my most common questions is, do these crystals grow in caves? Well, let me show you a little bit of something up here. Now, you can see this gigantic vertical quartz vein that goes all the way down this wall. Now look right here. These will grow in the pockets, in the cracks in this sandstone. You see it right here. You can see them everywhere down through here. And it's just crystals galore down here. And that's what the boys are trying to do down here. They want to get about 20 foot deeper than what I am right now. Follow this wall that you see right down here. We see a pocket actually on the other side when you look at it from the water. That's really what they're trying to do. They want to try to break up this sandstone. They will use explosives. They will get that loose and then get it out of here, and it'll end up in that public dig area. Here in a little bit, we are going to be up in the public dig area. We're going to show what everybody's doing up there, what they're finding. I don't want to get too terribly close to Andrew right over there, but you can see what he's doing. We'll get a little bit closer. Sounds like the drill's coming up. Let's go talk to him, see what he's into. Looks like he is backing that track drill up. Got Shane Manley right there, another one of the miners here at Coleman Mining. He's going to back that drill up, get it back to a safe distance, and the next move is he's going to pack explosives into those holes. We're going to go down here. We are going to check out these holes that they have drilled. I heard that I think there's 7 or 8 of them. We'll ask him once we get down there. And look, I mean, there's just crystals down here everywhere. This is the Mecca. This is where these things are all coming from. Look at that big wall right there. Look at all those orange clay pockets that are just littered with crystals. They're all up in there. I'm right down this wall right here. All right, let's make our way down here. There's the man. Not much, Andrew. Tell the world what you're in here doing.
Hey, I'm drilling holes today, trying to get down to some crystals.
How long you work for Coleman Mining?
I've been here probably, I guess I've been digging for them for about 6 years now.
So if you had to put an estimate, what's the most expensive crystal you've ever dug down here in this hole?
I dug one, I want to say 2 years ago, back in, what, 21? That I believe they ended up selling it for $75K.
$75,000 crystal cluster, yep. People.
Yep.
Nice.
It was nice.
This guy's a legend. Don't let him fool you. He's only been doing it for about 6-7 years, yeah. But this guy here has unearthed some of the most amazing crystals the world has ever seen. And I am not lying at that at all. So, let's see these holes we're drilling here. What's our next step here with this?
What we're going to do after this, after we drill these holes are 8 to 10 foot deep. After this, we will put a big stick of dynamite in each one and get them packed in real good and go boom.
3, 2, 1, fire in the hole. We are going to bring you front row seats to that Just here in a minute. How many holes you got drilled out here, Andrew?
We've got 8 holes right now.
8 holes. He's
Yep.
got one right there by his foot.
Yep.
You got one right over here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna cut off for just a second, and we'll be back here once he's placing explosives in here. Let you all know how that's done. All right, everybody, we are back down in the hole here. We have Shane. We have Andrew. Andrew, what is that yellow thing in your hand?
That is an explosive. That's dynamite.
Yellow's the boomstick.
Yeah, this is a big one, big stick.
So walk us through this process here.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this in ground right here, and that thing on the end is what goes boom. All right, I'm gonna put it in the dynamite, which then we're gonna put it in the hole.
Drop it down.
We're gonna push it down, make sure it gets all the way to the bottom. Once it gets to the bottom, we've got some fines right here, and we're gonna start packing it in real good. Because if you don't pack it in, the explosion's gonna come straight up, and we want it to expand in the ground. So we're gonna basically trap it in there.
Create your stress fractures in that sandstone.
Get this rock all broke up.
What the gravel's doing is creating the force down. If without this, it would just shoot all that force straight back out of that hole. It's kind of like a firecracker. More pressure you get down there, the better off it's going to work.
Do we do military discounts on
Now that water down there don't hurt nothing?
No, it don't hurt anything. We actually, dynamite, you can put it in the water and blow it.
Still.
A lot of times we use AMFO. If we're in somewhere dry, we will use AMFO. But in this case, since it is wet, we're gonna use dynamite.
So explain that fuse right there. So I just get my lighter and light that up, and it does like old school TNT, or
That's
is that how it works?
No.
No.
No. What we're gonna do, we're gonna run after we get all these hose, all these dynamite and in-grounds in these hose. What we'll do, we'll put them all together on a above ground, which is a red wire, just like this, but it's red. We call it above ground, and we will run it under the bucket of the track hoe, and that's where we will be hiding. Because sometimes we do have some blowout and some fly rock, and you don't want to be standing in the way because it might hurt.
So a blast shield, we're gonna be hiding behind
That's right.
that.
So we'll have it go
bucket.
into a 209 primer, and we will pop it, and the rest is history. All right, what we got here, we got a tube. This is a hollow tube with ground aluminum in it, is what it is. It burns 2,500 feet per second. And we will run it under the Traco bucket where we will be, and we have a 209 primer to set it off. And you can imagine as soon as we boom, it's quick. I mean, 2,500 feet per second. That's
Beats
quick.
the old school days of having to light your fuse and run, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, folks, we will be back here in just a minute. Give these guys a chance to get all these holes packed up, and stick around for the show. All right, folks. Look like we got some holes filled here. Let's go check out and see what's going on. Here's the one he just showed you. Got that all pushed down in there. See, he's running his lines, connecting everything. See these up here? This is where our booms are going to come from. See the one up there on the hill. So the line's running down into a central here. And your red line is what's going to go up to where they will be at. And that's the one that's going to send the fire. Right there. We're going to get back, get to a safe distance, make sure that we can see this fairly good, because I want to give you guys the best view possible of this. So, not very often you get to see this and be front row center down here while they're doing this. And there's the blast shield. This is going to keep all the debris, all the flying rocks from hitting our miners. And that bucket's going to do a pretty good job of stopping anything that comes through. See where magic's getting ready to happen. We're just about go time here.
All right, guys. Hey, we're all hooked up here. We're about to take cover under the track-hoe bucket, and then we're gonna see how we can crack this rock up right here.
All right.
All right, y'all get under here.
Assume the position here. Let me make sure. I'm just gonna put this out here and then get up underneath there. Let me set this. Make sure we're looking where we want to look. I think you're gonna get a good view of it right about there.
Perfect. All right, y'all ready?
Do it.
All right, here we go. Fire the hoe!
All right, folks. I was hiding behind that bucket there. Make sure I didn't get clunked in the head with a rock, but I'm pretty sure you just seen that explosion. Let's go over here and see what it did. See that hole smoking right there? Look at all this broke up sandstone. Just exactly what we needed so we can get that excavator in there, start moving this stuff. That sandstone gets hard, it's just going to scratch off that, and we're not going to be making any headway at this. What do you think, Andrew? Was that success?
Heck yeah, it looks like it did. Looks like it did what it's supposed to. We're gonna get the track-hoe over here and start pulling on it, get it hauled out, and see what we can find.
Hauled out up to that dig area.
Yep.
$25 a day. You can come dig the crystals. You find it up there, you keep it. We're not going through this stuff. We're moving it out, getting the big dog back there.
That's right.
All right, everybody. It was good talking to you. This is John from Coleman Mining. We are out.